Gentlemen, please remove your caps. Would everyone please rise for the playing of the national anthem? Please be seated. It is now my pleasure to introduce the superintendent of our district, Mrs. Sue Zervalik.
Members of the Board of Education, Mr. Green, Central Office Administrators, faculty, parents, grandparents, family members, friends, and of course, members of the North Farmington High School graduating class of 2011. Good after 2012. Oh, I apologize. That was, how did I do that one? Good afternoon, my apologies, 2012. As superintendent of schools, it is my pleasure to officially welcome you to this 2012 graduation of North Farmington High School. I am very pleased to join you today to celebrate this important milestone and to spend a few minutes reflecting with you about the significance of high school graduation and the opportunities for success beyond high school. As this is a dignified ceremony, we ask that you turn off your cell phones, please, and that there be no air horns or whistles during the ceremony. I thank you in advance for your cooperation. To the graduates, today we celebrate an important milestone in your life. Your high school graduation is a significant accomplishment, and we're all very proud of you. But these commencement exercises represent more than the completion of your formal public schooling. They also represent for you a new beginning. Hence the term commencement exercises, the beginning of the next stage in your life as an adult. But to start, let's begin by reflecting on what and who has contributed to this important milestone. Certainly it wouldn't have happened if it wasn't for the contributions of some very important people. First, the Farmington Public School District is an important component in your success. It is represented today by the Board of Education and faculty and staff. Thus, it is my pleasure to introduce the members of the Board of Education who are with us today. These outstanding citizens are committed to providing the students of Farmington and Farmington Hills with an excellent education from preschool through high school. So please join me in welcoming, and I ask if you would hold your applause until I call all the names, and if the board members would please stand. Sheila Clay, President of the Board. Frank Reed, Vice President. Priscilla Briette, Secretary. Howard Wallach, Trustee. George Garola, Trustee. Please join me in giving these people a round of applause. In addition to the Board of Education, the faculty and staff of the Farmington Public Schools have played a vital role in your success. First and foremost, since coming to North Farmington High School, you've been served by an outstanding group of teachers, counselors, and support staff. Many of them are here today to pay tribute to you. I ask that they stand and be recognized. There are many of the faculty. Please stand so we can give you a big round of applause. Next, the North Farmington High School administration has also made significant contributions to your success by ensuring that you have outstanding teachers, multiple opportunities to be involved in your school, and a deep and rich curriculum. Thus, it's my pleasure to introduce your administration, and I ask that they please stand as I call their names, and you hold your applause until the end. Your principal, Mr. Joe Green. Assistant Principals Dee Lacey and Musa Hemka, and the 2012 Senior Class Advisor, Kevin Ozar. Please join me in giving these people a round of applause. Also joining us on stage are members of the Central Office Administration, who provide significant support to the overall operations of the school district so that every student can achieve success. If they would please stand, so we can also give you a round of applause for your support of these students. Last, and certainly not least, your parents and family have played a vitally important role in your success and are deservedly proud of your accomplishments. Would the parents whose last child is graduating from North Farmington please stand so we can thank you for all your support? Oh, wow. To the graduates, while there is no doubt that you are graduating at a time of great challenge and uncertainty in our state and in our nation, there are hopeful signs that our state and national economies are improving. The unemployment rate is dropping in Michigan, and job growth has outpaced the national average. This indicates that when you enter the workforce following college, technical school, or the military, there is a greater likelihood that there will be career opportunities right here in your home state, something I'm sure your parents would be very glad to see. We also know that there are still many challenges that will require leadership, creativity, and problem solving from the next generation of leaders. Whether it is the fundamental transformation from reliance on a 20th century manufacturing economy to a 21st century knowledge-based global economy, or other significant challenges, such as climate change, universal access to quality health care, or access to high-quality public education for all children, your generation will have the opportunity to solve these and other most pressing challenges. Unfortunately, if you watch television or listen to the radio, it seems that all you hear are quick sound bites and finger pointing, rather than genuine efforts to discuss the issues and seek collaborative solutions. But graduates, don't let these challenges cause you to lose faith or to disengage from these issues. Now more than ever, we need you. We need you, our future leaders, to get involved and be inspired to make a difference. While we know the challenges are great, it would be easier to shrug off the mantle of responsibility and leadership. I hope that you don't. Indeed, our democratic system needs you, needs your voices, and needs your leadership now more than ever. I am very optimistic that this graduating class will accept that mantle of responsibility and leadership and will step up to get involved in solving our nation's most pressing challenges. Everything in your schooling while at North and the Farmington Public Schools points to this. First, you are to be congratulated for completing one of the most rigorous curriculums in the state and in this country. You can also be proud to know that you have acquired the 21st century knowledge and skills of a Farmington Public School graduate and a lifelong learner. For example, your experiences at North have helped you to become a global citizen, demonstrating civic responsibilities of integrity, honesty, fairness, justice, and respect for all. You've also been taught to be a resourceful problem solver, one who thinks both critically and creatively to explore and evaluate solutions. And as one of the great strengths of our school district is its diversity of many cultures, you've acquired cultural competencies that will enable you to live, work, and learn with people from all backgrounds and all walks of life around the world. By achieving all of the characteristics of the learner profile, which also include being knowledgeable, a good communicator, interdependent team member, and a healthy and lifelong learner, you have the skills and the fortitude to continue your education and make a positive impact on our state, our nation, and our world. There are many ways for you to make an impact, both big and small. A first step is by registering to vote and voting in your first state and national elections. That's right. It's important. Beyond this fundamental democratic responsibility, however, get involved in something that really matters to you, whether locally, on a college campus, or at state and national levels. Listen to your inner voice. What are you really passionate about? What do you really want to get involved in? Make connections with people different from yourself and challenge yourself to learn something new that pushes your thinking beyond your comfort zone. These are just a few examples of how you can begin to make a difference in your community, in your state, in your country, and yes, even in your world, by finding your passion, pursuing your dreams for a better future, and effectuating the change you want to see in the world. The late Steve Jobs said, "Your time is limited, so don't waste it living someone else's life." Don't let the noise of others' opinions drown out your own inner voice. And most important, have the courage to follow your heart and your intuition. They somehow already know what you truly want to become. Everything else is secondary. In closing, to the North Farmington High School class of 2012, you are coming of age in times of great consequence, but also times of great opportunity. Graduates, have courage and find a path to make your dreams real, as they will become opportunities for change. We need you. Michigan needs you. America needs you. And the world needs your entire generation to get involved and realize your dreams. Thank you and congratulations to the North Farmington High School class of 2012. And now it's my pleasure to introduce to you the president of your senior class, Erin Prim.
Superintendent Zervalik, Board of Education, Mr. Green, distinguished alums, faculty, family, and friends. Thank you for being here today to help us celebrate our accomplishments over these past years. Freshman year, most of us had a teacher who, on the final, asked us to write about what legacy we hope to leave behind in 4 years. As a student, a classmate, and most importantly, a Raider. At the time, we were unsure of who we were still, as we had only just begun to feel the magnificence of North. However, our teacher assured us that by the time we graduated, we'd consider North Farmington our home, and we would leave this place infused with more support and spirit than before, because we would be filled with the pride of who this place molded us to be. He said, as seniors, we would leave in stride, in control, and act as a positive reflection of our school. Mr. Kansman, you are right. This legacy we are leaving behind today has been forming since the first day of school freshman year, when we walked around the building clutching both our school maps and our schedules. It carried through sophomore year, when we discovered just what the word sophomoric meant. Junior year, and we realized the stress of schoolwork, but thrived under our supportive network of administration, staff, and students. And finally, senior year, where we lived, reflected, led, experienced, studied, celebrated, and took advantage of all the opportunities North has provided. Through the course of these years, we have grown immensely, both as individuals and as a class. As many of you remember, when we returned to school at the start of our junior year, we were met with many new faculty faces. In this moment, we made a collective, conscious decision to use our first taste of true upperclassmanship as a leadership opportunity. Countless members of this class stepped up to welcome the new staff and show incoming freshmen what North Farmington is truly about: acceptance. After thriving under the faculty change-up, our class succeeded again in leading the school with flying colors. When Mr. Green and Mr. Hamka were appointed to work with Miss Lacey as our new administrators this year, change was inevitable. As seniors, the student population looked to us as they attempted to gauge our feelings and reflect our reactions. Again, we used this opportunity to define what it truly means to be a Raider, and we stepped up. That in itself is extremely commendable. Your ability to not only handle change, but to accept the new challenges that came with it has helped the rest of our North Farmington family finish yet another great school year. I feel both congratulations and thanks are due. There is a saying occasionally tossed around here for situations like these, when something can be deemed extraordinary. We call it true north. Upon first hearing it, the phrase may seem cheesy or overused. However, when looking deeper into the connotation itself, we discover the meaning. We remember how on a compass, true north is a confident symbol of the right direction, and how on a map, true north is always up. The phrase true north embodies the essence of everything North Farmington stands for, because here we are pushed, sometimes harder than ever, to produce results, be it academically, athletically, or artistically. But it is here where we are also constantly reminded that we are worth it. And it is these responsibilities we feel toward our peers, parents, and teachers which drive us to produce these positive results. The community of our school has molded us into the young men and women we are today, and personally, I could not be more proud of my friends, the class I'm graduating with. On paper, we seem excellent, as we claim unparalleled accomplishments such as 17 4.0s, 13 student athletes headed off to play at the university level next year, 91 members of the National Honor Society, and 96% of us attending college in the fall. And And paper doesn't quite do us justice. The relationships our class has formed is really something worth noting. Sure, we're here today to recognize all of our scholastic achievements, but there's so much more to our class, to you, than just good grades. For the past 4 years now, we've grown up together, and we've done so with much grace and tact. We have laughed until we've cried until we've laughed, and spent countless hours in between simply being there for each other. We've talked up this moment for months now, swearing we can't wait to graduate and move on to the next part of our lives. And now, with change at our doorstep, we're suddenly relying on each other more than ever, and it's taking our relationships to new heights. Although the thought of leaving this circle of trust we've created seems daunting, I've never been more sure that we're ready. The combination of our houses and school, and that gray area where we get the buildings confused, has readily prepared us. We leave today not as young adults aimlessly trying to find our way, but as young adults who've learned the true value of hard work and being nice. We leave today as confident graduates, ready to face whatever the world has got. We leave today as Raiders, tough and proud. And although next year we'll all be charting our own paths, our compasses will always point true north, and our legacy will indeed carry on. So congratulations, class of 2012. It has truly been an honor to serve you as your president. Thank you, and good luck.
Thank you, Erin, for those wonderful remarks. Here at North Farmington High School, we have a tradition where we announce a distinguished alumnus each year. As we considered candidates for our distinguished alumnus recognition, we wanted to find an individual who would resonate with this class, whose choices, accomplishments, and life would serve as an exemplar for our students as they begin to shape their dreams into realities. We wanted to find someone who could provide a true example of what Raiders can accomplish. This year's distinguished alumnus took the education he received at North and chose to pursue the challenging path of economics at Kalamazoo College and then on at University of Michigan for not only just an MA, but also a PhD as well. He then took that potent knowledge, dedicated it to serving others through the field of public health, eventually helping people in over 60 countries, providing life-saving health services that have benefited generations. This year's recipient has truly made the world a better place, and the Raider family is proud to have him as a member. In a moment, I'm going to ask our distinguished alumni to come up to receive both a plaque that he can bring back with him and a plaque that we will put up in the building in his memory and his honor. And at that point, we'll have him share some remarks. So ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, I would like to introduce the 2012 Distinguished Alumnus, Mr. Marty Makinen. So that one is yours, okay? And I will hide it back into there for you, okay? And then this will hang up. Fantastic, that's great. Congratulations.
Thank you very much for this wonderful award. I'm both honored and humbled to receive the recognition as a distinguished alumnus of North Farmington High School. And I also want to thank and recognize my parents and my daughter who are sitting in the back, who I owe much to. I checked North's website and I see that I'm joining an actress, a prosecutor of sex offenders, and a software designer and author as distinguished alumni. So as an economist working on poor countries' health systems, I'm adding diversity to that group. This also shows that you can go anywhere and do anything as an alumnus of North. And given that, I'd like to tell you a little bit about my own story that might help you as you set out in your post-high school adventure. I'll begin with some features of my time at North. 3 especially good things marked my time from 1966 to 1969. Good thing number 1, good teachers. Good teachers. I particularly appreciated Mr. Steele, who taught international relations and expanded my view of the world. He allowed my classmates and me to be very creative through having us play an international relations simulation game as a major part of the class. I also appreciated the math teachers, especially Mr. Wolfman, or at least that's what we called him, I can't remember his name now, whose vision wasn't so good and who looked a little bit like the nickname that we gave him, but was also strong in conveying the math concepts and methods that have served me throughout my work life. Mr. Rasmussen was a very demanding and somewhat pretentious English teacher who intimidated most of his students, including me. And I was no whiz at interpreting literature, but I took away basic skills in organizing and presenting my thoughts in writing that have gained me numerous compliments as a clear writer, something that I take as high praise. I also had a French teacher whose name I no longer remember, who I didn't like very much, and who I thought was not a very good teacher. But it turned out that I learned a huge amount in terms of the fundamentals of the French language that made it possible later to master French to the extent that I use it almost daily in my work, and that I'm capable of teaching economics in it. So I guess my French teacher was a lot better than I realized at the time. Good thing number two, good classmates. And I understand you've been very good classmates to each other. My classmates were good in that they helped me raise my expectations of myself. For my group of friends, the standard ambition was to go to college at Michigan. Many of them made it there or to schools of equivalent stature. I didn't go to Michigan as an undergrad, but rather went to Kalamazoo College, but I got to Michigan later as a graduate student. Good thing number three were good opportunities outside of class. I participated in the cross-country team, and track team, intramural basketball, and the varsity club. And being involved with team sports taught me teamwork and how to adjust to different people with different styles. Through the exposure to three different coaches, Mr. Cohen, Mr. Danley, and Mr. Holland, I learned that there can be very different approaches to motivating performance, ranging from intense flamboyance to quiet persistence and resolve, and that this range of approaches can all achieve success. I learned political skills by orchestrating an internal revolution in the varsity club, by organizing the non-football and non-basketball players to elect one of ours to the club leadership for the first time. So from North, I got good teachers who sometimes taught me things I was going to find helpful to me once I grew up, even though I sometimes didn't know it, and who both challenged me and allowed and encouraged creativity. Sometimes I didn't think the teacher was good, but I still learned a lot, so maybe I was wrong. I also got my expectations raised so that I aimed higher than I would have. Finally, I learned teamwork, and that there's more than one way to skin the cat from my out-of-class sports. My next stop, as mentioned, was Kalamazoo College. There I got more of the same, but in different proportions. And what I got out of K College built on what I got from North. My teachers and professors were good, better than at North, but they should have been. It was college, after all, and a private one where you pay a lot of money for those teachers. I struggled with French this time, in part because the French at North that I learned at North gave me an advanced placement score that probably was more advanced than I should have been. Nonetheless, I passed the class and learned more. My father suggested that I try out an economics class, but he thought I might like it. He was right. From my first 101 class, it was love for me for that subject. It helped me to understand the world in ways that I hadn't previously imagined, and built on my abilities in math and logic and my interest in world affairs. And that interest in world affairs was that began to blossom in my international relations course at North led me to K College to begin with, since it features a junior year abroad program. It also emboldened me to try to do that junior year in what I thought of as a place I might never otherwise get to in my life. So rather than choosing to go to France, where all of my classmates who had studied French were going, I opted to go to Kenya. That was a life-changing decision. Once having lived and studied in Kenya, I was hooked on seeing if I could help solve some of the problems that made Kenyans and other Africans poor while Americans were rich. My growing love for economics provided me with the tools to be able to do so, though those tools still needed a lot of sharpening. I also had my expectations raised again by my classmates, since nearly all of them expected to do more studies beyond getting their college degrees. I hadn't really thought about that much when I first went to Kalamazoo, but by about halfway through college, I was sure that I wanted to go on afterwards to get an advanced degree in economics. I also learned from my classmates that all of them who went for their junior years to countries where they had to speak languages that they'd only learned in the classroom up to then, came back to Kalamazoo really able to speak their language, be it French, Spanish, German, or even Turkish or Swedish. I was envious of this skill level that I hadn't reached in French, so I put it on my list of things I needed to accomplish, in part because a lot of Africa speaks French, and I wanted to be able to work in those countries too. The K College experience set me up to do a PhD in economics that I got in Ann Arbor. Finally got there. Go blue. I also got a chance to go to live in Cameroon and study there too. It's a French-speaking country in Africa where I got my French up to speed. Again, I had strong professors, inspiring classmates, and the opportunity to tap into the many out-of-class offerings there are in wonderful and cosmopolitan Ann Arbor. I refined my economic skills and found a niche in how to apply them to the problems of poor countries, creating my own specialization in applying economics to health systems in such countries. I also learned that even though I'd been very interested in and taken a lot of math, I had underdone my preparation in math. If I could do it over again, I'd do a lot more math as an undergrad, so I could do even more as a graduate student. All of this preparation then set me up to pursue my career. That career has let me travel to more than 60 countries. I was in Indonesia a week ago, and I'm going to Tajikistan in about another week. I've been to Africa, both English and French speaking, so many times that I've lost count. Remember that when I chose the country for my junior year abroad at Kalamazoo College, my thought was to choose a place I might never get to otherwise in my life. That might have been the right way to approach the choice, but once I made it, it changed everything. My work has been very rewarding and has covered helping the children in the countries with the lowest incomes in the world to be protected against killer and crippling diseases through immunizations. I've had a chance to work with the Global Alliance on Vaccines and Immunizations, the World Health Organization, UNICEF, the U.S. Agency for International Development, and other organizations. I've helped countries such as Indonesia, Kenya, Ghana, Senegal, Kazakhstan, and Mali develop health insurance programs that keep mothers from dying in childbirth and families from being plunged deeper into poverty because of the need to pay medical bills. I've also had the opportunity and pleasure to teach and mentor other people beginning to work in the field of health economics in poor countries, both young professionals from the countries themselves and Americans too. And the ability to bring the tools and approaches of the so-called dismal science of economics to help with these fundamental issues of life, health, and well-being has been very worthwhile. So what are some of the lessons to draw from all this that you might be able to apply as the class of 2012? First of all, you're off to a very good start since you too are graduates of North. Thus, I presume that you've also benefited from good teachers, some of which you might not have identified as good teachers, just as I didn't at the time. Good classmates that have helped you to set your expectations high for yourselves, and good out-of-class opportunities, be they sports, as they were in my case, or art, music, social clubs, or theater, or other things. And second, continue to look for opportunities to broaden your perspectives. Take leaps like I did by doing a junior year abroad, and then stretching that further by going where your life might not otherwise take you. You might be surprised, as I was, by what results. Last, look for a way, if possible, to combine whatever technical skill that you end up mastering, and like North's distinguished alumni on the website, your interests and abilities will take you in many different directions. And then apply those skills to a subject that will let you feel like you're making a contribution to solving the tough problems that affect the most vulnerable among us, the residents of planet Earth. And with that, I thank you and congratulate you.
Thank you, Marty. Seniors, you guys have been awesome. All right. Good evening, Superintendent Zervalik, members of the Board of Education, faculty and staff, alumni, friends, family, and students of the class of 2012. Before I begin, I would like to take a brief moment to welcome back former Principal Rick Jones and former Assistant Principal Phil Pittman They're here to share this occasion as guests of the senior class. And we on this stage and those of you out here owe much to them from the experience you've had in the last 4 years. As I was driving over here, it struck me that we could not have had a more gorgeous day to celebrate the culmination of 13 years of education for the young men and women before us. And on this day, I must tell you, it truly is a great day to be a Raider. Seniors, graduates of the class of 2012, you're a unique class. As the first senior class for me as principal, that's true, but more importantly, you're the first senior class of the second 50 years at North. That gives you an opportunity to leave a powerful, inspiring legacy for subsequent classes to follow. You've done just that. In fact, the problem for future classes is you've set this bar so high, they're going to have to struggle to surpass you. Knowing your class, your response to this might be a sweetly mischievous YOLO, which, for audience members over 25, I'll save you the Google search, it means you only live once. It seems like yesterday that many of us were meeting for the first time in August before this year started. We discussed the legacy you wanted to leave behind at North, and we challenged you to ramp your performance up as the year ends, rather than waning down in the tradition of many a senior class. In sitting down to write this speech, it struck me that this is a good time to assess how well you fared on those goals. Number one, you wanted to go all out for school spirit. You showed up to tons of events en masse as a group, even after your last days of class were over. You pushed other classes to go all out in Spirit Week and with homecoming decorations. By the way, seniors, your hall was amazing. However, the sophomores did give you a little run for your money. You inaugurated an insanely successful Student Staff Olympics for Charity Week. I still think we would have beaten you in the tug of war if, Donnie, I saw you over there, if you hadn't yelled out to Kevin Miller what our strategy was. As soon as you told him that, it felt like you hooked a Mack truck up to your end. So thank you for that. You helped make this year's dodgeball tournament one of the best and most successful charity events in years. You had one of the best and most heartwarming senior fanfares that people have seen. Parents were in tears. I don't know that we've ever seen a class hang together like you guys did for so long afterwards. You showed that school spirit is as much about how you act on a daily basis as it is what you do in certain events. In short, you showed us it's being a Raider. So for that goal met and well done. You wanted to be at the forefront of a new North, welcoming the new and keeping the old traditions alive. You welcomed new leadership in the building, and you taught us all what it means to be a Raider, showing us what traditions, big and small, make North the beacon of excellence that it is. You embraced changes that made sense. You constructively challenged things that frustrated you. And ultimately, you helped us build an even better North. When we asked you to consider things maturely, positively, and in the best interest of North, we could always trust you to make a good decision. You said you wanted to take up the responsibility to make North North, and you met that challenge. Goal met and well done. You wanted to show respect to staff and self. You started the year with the saying, keep it classy, and you truly did just that. At homecoming, MORP, NEMF, and prom, you carried yourselves with dignity and class, with a great time had by all. How you carried yourselves each day led guests in our building to marvel at how kind, welcoming, warm, and responsible our students are. Often, they would say with chagrin, I wish our school was like this. A couple of brave souls actually said, man, we got to make our school like this. Some schools in Oakland County had a host of troubles with their senior classes as the year ended. Your class, you came together, celebrated each other, cherished your final days at North, and even generously gave North a temporary sculpture built to help commemorate your class. We're very grateful for that, by the way. You didn't just stay classy, you set the standard. So again, goal met and well done. You wanted to spread being a part of North beyond the seniors, to lead by example for the younger classes. You reached out to get the peripheral students involved and participatory, and not just through Link, but in your everyday actions. You welcomed freshmen and new transfer students, helping them become a part of North. And whether you realize it or not, the junior class that follows you, they look up to you. They want to have an impact on North, just like you've had. You've challenged them and they're eager to follow you. Inspiring others to come together and achieve more than the sum of their parts is the purest definition of leadership, and you have done this for the students at North. Again, goal met and well done. You wanted your class to be unified, really represent, and be really involved. You came together as a class to open and close the year at the Rock, at the Fanfare, and at the prom. You were always together. One of the most enduring examples of that unity was the entire senior class circling up and dancing together during the last song at prom. Every adult in that building stopped and watched you guys, because I don't know that we'd ever seen something like that before. In the face of a string of tragedy and losses that would be devastating for most adults, you rallied together to support each other. You took action to help and emerged committed to put more good into the world than it lost through recent unfortunate events. I live in Ann Arbor, and I had neighbors even remark to me how much they were impressed by how you responded. And I have to admit, the incredible and exceptional grace, courage, and maturity you demonstrated set an example for everyone in the community, and we are grateful. You raised money to fight cancer, you fed the hungry, helped fund a school in Sudan, rallied to help Japanese families in the aftermath of a tsunami, and helped a family locally stricken by a tragedy, to name a few causes which became measurements of your involvement. When I complimented students for actions like these, I got the most wonderful, humble, and quizzical response. It's just what we do. And that's the Raider difference. Again, goal met and well done. We challenge you to ramp your performance up as the year ended. When we consider all of your accomplishments above, while I fear senioritis remains a relatively incurable, yet short-term illness, you more than met the challenge we set for you. We are so very proud of the young adults you've become and how you've handled yourselves in your senior year. For certain, goal met and well done. I want to leave you with some advice as you go out into the world. Leave people better than you found them, just as you've done for North Farmington, your fellow Raiders, and the community around you this year. Get better at what you do every day, even if by an inch, just as you've shown us in your attitudes and actions over the past 4 years. And remember, it is not a problem that there is a problem. You'll be judged by how you respond to the situation, just as you've shown time and time again in your courageous, thoughtful, mature, and solution-minded responses all year. So Raiders of 2012, it's time for you to go forth to a future that needs you and the best that you have it in you to become. Some people see troubled times ahead of us. As Superintendent Zervalek so eloquently put, we live in a community, a city, a state, a nation, and a world that struggles with adversity. Yet your class has shown us that Raiders see things a little differently. Where others see adversity, Raiders see opportunity. Where others fear change, Raiders hold on to core values while embracing the best of what is new. When faced with frustration or conflict, Raiders resolve differences and find a better way forward. Where others see a problem and pass it by or ignore it, Raiders find solutions and do their part to make the situation right. In the midst of tragedies, when other folks might be overwhelmed and lash out with their emotions, Raiders reach out, come together, and support those around them with love and generosity. As Aaron so eloquently made the case, you showed us what true North is. So for those who look ahead and are doubtful about our fate going forward, for those who do not know how we will get to a better, brighter future, for those feeling the weight and challenge of building a better tomorrow, together we have a message for them. Help is on the way, in the acts, small and large, that each of you does to make the world better. Hope is on the way, in the attitude and culture of True North that you share with all those around you. That better and brighter future will be built with your intelligence, your compassion, your enthusiasm, your work ethic, optimism, and character. Let the world know that the Raiders of 2012 are coming. They are young, but their measure has been tested more than their young years deserve, and they have been the equal of all that they have encountered. Their potential is great, and it is only surpassed by their proven power to better the world around them. I think I speak for the whole North staff when I say it has been one of the great pleasures of our lives to serve such an amazing class, and we are exhilarated and curious to see the impact you will have on the world. President Clay, it is my distinct honor and privilege to certify that the North Farmington High School graduates of the class of 2012 have completed all the requirements of Farmington Public Schools, and therefore, members of the Board of Education, they should be allowed to graduate today, and today truly is a great day to be a Raider. Thank you, class of 2012.
You're in your stretch right now. Good afternoon to the members of the class of 2012, families, friends, my fellow board members, and district administrators and faculty. Class of 2012, you're the latest and greatest product of the Farmington Public School District, and I am proud to be part of this ceremony along with the other board members recognizing your accomplishments. Superintendent Savalik referenced the economic state of our country and the challenges that our country faces. Some of you will join the workforce or pursue skilled trades, while most of you will be leaving us to attend college. This will give you additional time to prepare yourselves to face the real realities and all that it brings. As you prepare to enter this new world where you will become freshmen again, it is important that you think seriously about the world you want to be a part of in 2016 and beyond, and focus on not what the world will offer you, but what you will offer the world. Move through this next phase of your journey with deliberate focus and intent to make your hand and footprint on this world and help transform not only your life, but those whose lives will be better because of you. If your life does not benefit others, you have not fulfilled your purpose. You see, your graduation from high school today is a major accomplishment, but it's only the beginning. It's a critical door into the rest of your life with many choices on the other side. Your parents are in the uncomfortable phase of their life where they have to set you free, to enter that door and pray that you heard the lessons they tried to teach you. If those lessons did not seem to have relevance then, believe me, they will soon. I would like to offer a few life skills I hope you would take to heart and use on the next phase of your journey. Number one, see your vision, believe your vision, and stand by your vision. Vincent van Gogh wrote, "I dream my painting, and I paint my dream." All successful people had a vision, a dream that they stood by in the faces of challenges, failures, and naysayers. You have to have faith in your ideas, and most importantly, continue to have faith in yourself. There will always be people out there who will tell you what you can't do or never be able to do. Keep them out of your ear. Listen to your dreams and remember what made you so excited about them in the first place. I had firsthand experience with this recently. 4 years ago, I had a vision to develop permanent supportive housing for people who are homeless. I saw this as the only way to help end homelessness in Detroit, which has about 20,000 people who are homeless living in that city. I chose a 250,000 square foot office building that had been empty for about 10 years and to convert into 155 one-bedroom apartments to provide permanent supportive housing for this population. I was very honored to see it featured in the paper today. Along the way, many people doubted it could ever be done, that I would ever find the money to develop it or get beyond the environmental issues that plague the site. I began this project 4 years ago, and at the end of July, I will move the first residents into this $50 million project. I never gave up on my vision. I never doubted my vision. And I never allowed others to doubt, whether spoken or unspoken, to influence me. I always envisioned the ribbon cutting and held on to that vision as my rock and inspiration to keep moving forward. I also learned something else on the way. Be patient with the development of your dreams. I know we live in an instant society where things change at the touch of our fingertips, literally. Technology of smartphones, iPads, computers have gotten us used to things coming immediately, but not your dreams. They will take time to manifest and require a lot of determination and tenacity on your part. When obstacles get in your way, and believe me, they will, don't get stuck. Keep moving past them. The walls and the trials that may seem to be in your way are really tests to determine how bad you really want something. When we give up on our dreams, regardless how big and audacious they are, we give up on ourselves. Don't ever give up on you. Number 2, be true to yourself. E.E. Cummings said, it takes courage to grow up and turn out to be who you really are. Stay true to who you are and what you are passionate about. If you tie yourself to a trend or a fad, you're going to have a short ride. As you enter the next phase of your life's journey, you will begin to discover who you are and what you really stand for. And please, try and figure out what you stand for, or you will fall for anything. Learn to not only hear, but listen to the inner voice within you and learn to really trust it. Be honest with yourselves and others. People will learn to accept the real you, the true you. And if they don't, it's their loss, not yours. Their non-acceptance does not mean you're not worthy or that something is wrong with you. I remember my high school years over 41 years ago. I never liked or developed a taste for alcohol, but often got invited and encouraged to drink by my friends. I'm sure you can relate to that conversation. I continued to politely refuse, and eventually everyone just accepted the fact that I don't drink. I wasn't teased or ostracized. I still had the same friends who learned to respect my choices. Be true to yourself and do you. I guarantee you will not be able to sustain playing someone else or living someone else's dream or image of who you should be. And why would you want to do that? Do you. There is nobody out here like you. Number 3, surround yourself with the right people and be the right person. Oprah Winfrey said, surround yourself only with people who are going to lift you higher. I'm sure you've heard people, especially your parents, tell you about hanging around with the wrong crowd. These warnings were out of love and wisdom because they knew that poor judgment in this area in particular could derail your future almost immediately. Look for shared interests and, more importantly, shared values. Seek someone you respect who can serve as a mentor for you. It might be an upperclassman, it may be a professor, or someone you meet during an internship or even in a work environment. Someone who is already on the road you think you want to get on. Another reality, everyone comes into your life isn't supposed to stay there forever. People come sometimes for a season. They have a role and a purpose for a period of time. You will grow and change, and so will your relationships. I want you to take a moment right now and look at your classmate who's on the right of you. Look at your classmate on the left of you. Many of you will not see each other again until you have a class reunion. Others will be friends for life and stay in contact. New life experiences will introduce you to new relationships and also help you cherish many of the ones you have right now. Also expect and look forward to a new relationship with your parents, filled with mutual respect, joy, friendship, continued unconditional love, and support. Though I must warn you, all parents look forward to the sound of these words. I know I was. Mom, Dad, I have a job with benefits. And fourth, always do your personal best and enjoy the ride. Vince Lombardi said the dictionary is the only place where success comes before work. One of the greatest satisfactions you will get in life is working hard and celebrating an achievement knowing it wasn't handed to you, that you earned it. You put sweat equity into it. The end product is a reflection of you, your personal best. Booker T. Washington, who was the founder of the Tuskegee Institute in Alabama, once had a conversation with a young man who had thoughts of ending his education. He wanted to urge him to push forward in spite of these difficulties. As part of the process, Booker T. Washington probed him. He was searching for some trace of greatness in this young man. He said to him, if a man would reach for the highest success, he must pay the price himself. Do you long for an education? Have you the stamina to continue your studies when you're too poor to eat? Will you rise at daybreak and study till sunset long after others have retired? Will you black boots during the day and quote Latin at night? Do you love learning enough to walk 10 miles to borrow a book you cannot afford to buy? And having no money for books, will you borrow the text and memorize your lessons? Is 5 years or 10 years amid want and woe too long to spend perfecting your craft? The boy stood with his mouth open in shock, but Booker T. Washington kept on talking. He said, young man, have you the courage of Nat Turner, who laughed in the face of death, or the unconquerable will of Harriet Tubman, who said with every fiber of her being, thou shalt be free? Will you bless your race, your generation, by paying the price? How much can you endure? It's true, each of us hopes to achieve, but that's not enough. Success is an offspring of drudgery. A man must be self-made before he is made. I share this story with you to remind you and inform some others how great and divine you are. And when you really realize that you are part of a masterful plan with a divine purpose, you will be centered on this everlasting truth and know your true potential. Those who are committed to personal excellence dream big, audacious dreams and work hard making those dreams come true. Lastly, I want to also give you some advice that differs a little from what I used to teach others. I would always tell people, keep your eye on the prize and don't let anybody steer you off course. I still believe that, but with a little twist. I've since begun to value the process more and want you to not overlook this critical part of the journey. You see, the prize is the journey, not just the end of the journey. When I first joined the Board of Education, the person I replaced, Pam Christian, gave me a little book called Life's Journey by Leonard Statton. They had a simple but strong message. I'd like to close my remarks by sharing it with you now. As you journey through life, choose your destination wisely, but don't hurry there. You'll arrive soon enough. Wander the back roads, the forgotten paths, the unknown ways, as you keep your dreams and your heart as the light that guides you. Seek out new voices, strange sights, and bold ideas. Such things are riches for the soul. And if, upon your arrival, you find that your destination is not exactly what you dreamed it would be, don't be disappointed. Think of all you would have missed if not for the journey there. and know that the true worth of your travels lies not just in where you've come to be, but in who you became in the lives that you touched along the way. Congratulations, North Farmington class of 2012. And now I have come to the moment you have been waiting for, that you have worked the past 4 years to hear. On behalf of the Board of Education and the entire Farmington School District, by the powers vested in me, I hereby declare the North Farmington High School class of 2012 to be officially graduated.
The Madrigal Choir and Concert Choir will be singing In Whatever Time We Have and Steal Your Rock and Roll.
Whatever time we have, for as long as we are living, we can face whatever comes. If we face it now as one, I will make it on my own. Let me know that I don't have to. No one really wants to be alone. In whatever time we have, at times we are afraid. With so little to believe in, it's alright to feel afraid. I will hold you in the dark. All we know for sure is this. All we know for sure is this. Though the world could end tomorrow, you and I will be together in whatever time we have, for as long as we are living, we know right and turn our battlefield. Face whatever comes, if we face it now as one, and we won't yield. You'll be my fortress, and I will be your shield. No one really wants to be alone. In whatever time we have, there are times I've been afraid. With so little so uncertain, then I feel your hand in mine, and there's courage in my heart. We could live 100 years. We could live 100 years. For the world could end tomorrow. listen to advice from folks smarter than me. And I ignored it. I listened to hatred from folks richer than me. And I deplored it. I listened to music from folks darker than me. And you know I told it. Yeah.
First comes a point in everybody's life when they gotta stand up and face a fight. Then comes a point in everybody's life when they gotta wonder if they're done right. Swallowed my fear, held my heart right here. And through it all, what almighty thoughts stood clear. Listen to the beat, listen to the beat. Play it, obey it, love it with your feet. Listen to your soul, listen to your soul. Heed it, you need it. Let it make you whole.
And if you listen to the beat and hear what's in your soul, you'll never let anyone steal your rock and roll.
Listen to the beat,
Play it, obey it, love it with.
your feet.
Listen to your soul, listen to your soul. Heed it, you need it. Let it make you whole. And if you listen to the beat and hear what's in your soul, you'll never let anyone steal your rock and roll.
Listen to your soul. You'll never let anyone steal.
Your rock and roll.
Listen to the beat.
Play it, obey it, love it with.
Your feet.
Gotta love it with your feet.
Listen to your soul. Listen to your soul.
Heed it, you need it. Let it make
you whole. Rock and roll. You rock and roll. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh. Listen to the beat, hear what's in your soul. You'll never let anyone steal your
Hello, I'm Corey Pinchoff.
I'm Esther Kim.
And I'm Dheeraj Shivnani, and together we make up the Senior Gift Committee. It was our job to come up with a gift that would both bring a positive effect to North Farmington and represent exactly who we are as a class. Over the 4 years at North Farmington, we have learned that communication is a key, whether it is from teacher to student, coach to athlete, or director to actor. Communication is essential to building a learning environment like North Farmington. But with a student body of over 1,300 teenagers, all going in different directions, it is easy for things to get lost in the shuffle. There are constantly incredible things happening at our school, and we want to make sure that every student knows it. We want to convey the message that when students put effort into making things happen at North, they are noticed by the entire school, regardless of grade level, club size, or social circle.
On behalf of the class of 2012, we will be presenting North Farmington with a television that will be mounted in the front lobby. This TV will play a constant slideshow of announcements from all active student organizations, including Think Pink, Student Senate, and all class boards. Every club and team will have access to a slideshow template that they can use to promote and share information about any upcoming events, such as games or fundraisers. In addition, the TV can be a means of displaying student work, whether it's photos from publications, paintings from art, or videos from TV 10. We hope this TV will help create an easy way for clubs to get their message out and allow all students to share the amazing work they are doing.
Overall, we as a class wanted to ensure that our gift would have an immediate effect on the atmosphere of North Farmington. This TV will not only reduce the amount of time used for morning announcements, but will also provide another location for students to find out about new and interesting things happening at our school. We are hopeful that this new system will help more students get involved in all the amazing things North has to offer and encourage all the future Raiders to get as much out of North Farmington as we did. Thank you.
Thank you, class of 2012, for that generous gift. Ushers, if you could please prepare for roll call. Yeah, that's perfect. It was a number. 10:56. No. Ladies and gentlemen, these are the graduates of North Farmington High School's class of 2012. Aaron Prim. Corey Pinchoff. Stephanie Corona. Esther Daye Kim. Brandon Grant. Kelsey Shapikis. Nathaniel Strauss. Sarah Moffett. Dheeraj Shivnani. Ethan Gell. Ali Abdul Hamid. Joshua Abruzzo. Shakira Akbar. Christopher Allen. Sammy Alkerna. Audrey Amon. Naza Ainans. Dylan Arndt. Frank Audish. Bianca Azer. Nicole Buhura.
Christopher Bamford. Latrice Banks. Radina Barthi. Megan Bauer. Daniel Beardsley. Anna Bercia. Rachel Berlin. Jacob Berman. Christian Bertucci. Kristen Blair. Alex Borden. Madison Bow. Bria Boyd. Justin Brereton. Alyssa Bresso. Alexis Brown. Sarah Brown. Brandon Bullock. Jacob Burr. Carly Burke. Carly Chabin. Candace Chow. Melanie Check. Dine Choi. Camera Clemens. Madison Close. Benjamin Colenso. Dolores Collier. Alyssa Kostick. Cooper Crank. Alyssa Cravens. Caitlin Creighton. Timothy Cromer. Amanda Crossman. Patrick Cafaro. Aaliyah Cummings. William Curtis. Matthew Dowd. Don't be nervous. Brooke Davis. Michael Delius. Aaron Dennis. Jonathan Deutsch. Mackenzie Dicko. Gergana Dimitrova. Emily Doig. Marianne Duhani. Christopher Elwell. Amy Ehrlich. Jason Irvin. Andrew Frederick. David Fink. April Fortson. Jarrell Foster. Ethan Friedman. Brandy Galliard. Annalicia Galvin. Arthi Gandhi. Brian Garland. Sarah Geyer. Matthew Gilson. John Glinsky. Jane Goodwin. Allie Gornbein. Ariel Graham. John Grant. DeKayla Grayer. Alexis Greer. Derek Gretzinger. Brandon Griffith. Samuel Gringlass. Allison Gruntfest. Layla Haley. Ashley Hall. Michael Harmon. Jasmine Harris. Alexandra Hasty. Rally Haynes. Timur Haynolanov. Connor Henahan. Christine Hendricks. Shoshana Hurdy. Michael Hoover. Jasmine Houston. Gordon Houston. Natalie Emerzian. Stephen Jackman. Amber Jekiel. Ashley Jekiel. Charles James. David Japaya. Jenna Jaworowitz. Aaron Johnson. Karen Johnson. Graham Johnson. Dominic Jonah. Stevie Jones. Andrew Joseph. Gregory Joyce. Benjamin Katz. Reem Kawas. Ryan K. Sukchun Kim. Austin King. Gail Klein. Maxwell Cole. Maxwell Collin. Daniel Kanja. Calvin Kopitz. Jason Kraft. Alexander Kraus. Danielle Krichevsky. Jennifer Kruger. Tyler Kubik. Oh, here we go. Jake Lattiser. Keith Lattiser. Samantha Lattiser. Ian Landau. Meredith Lansky. Erica Leaf. Nakai Lewis. Artur Linov. Sasha Lintz. Jacob Lipnick.
Agron Lakovic. Justin Lopez. Turner Lotz. Amanda Lumley. Summerled McDonald. Michael Mackey. Michael Macy. Mizuki Maeda. Angela Malik. Milad Manuel. Marielle Marciniak. Brianna Mark. Christine Massell. Gina Matsumoto. Nicole Maddie. Lachey McCarthy. Christopher McConnell. Gabrielle McDaniel. Avery McGowan. Jonathan McGowan. Charles McNeese. Madison Meltzer. Michael Mertz. Emily Mesner. Connor Metcalf. Eric Miller. Kevin Miller. Kevin Mirza. Joshua Mize. Paula Moldovan. Carrie Alexia Moore. Shane Moran. Malcolm Morris. Danielle Muckamal. Anna Monaco. Aisweria Murali. Mary Catherine Mernon. Sharif Naeem. Dalia Naman. McCoy Naparella. Ilya Namav. Jenna O'Brien. Gabriella Acalini. Daniel Araha. Damilola Oyensin. Jessica Pahalik. Rachel Page. Jay Patel. Kevin Penny. Christina Petrovsky. Peggy Phelan. Ethan Pomish. Stavian Pope. Derek Preston. Shakara Pugh. Vivek Raju. Jennifer Ramsey. Mickey Rash. Jay Rashid. Dennis Raznick. Alexis Reed. Claire Reno. Candace Rice. Marvin Rivas. Gerald Rivkin. Kelsey Roberts. Ariana Robinson. Cody Robinson. Terrence Robinson. Tori Robinson. Evan Rowlett. Rachel Rosinski. Marquise Ross. Samantha Ramaya. Max Rujan. Dacian Roos. Megan Sappho. Brandon Salem. Mark Salzwedel. Melanie Sandia. Laureen Sarkis. Matthew Sprolia. Jonah Scapoletti. Drayton Scott. Alexis Seaborn. Jordan Cecil. Paige Setsuda. Catherine Severson. Monisha Shaw. Lance Shamoon. Allison Shapiro. Randy Shapiro. Omar Shablak. Joseph Schreeman. Colin Segrist. Lexi Sitzimer. Trace Small. Ashley Smith. Holly Snabs. Catherine Steffel. Gabrielle Stern. Brittany Stribling. Shashank Subramaniam. Shruti Subramaniam. Blair Sutcher. Thomas Sesney. Amar Tank. Mihail Chelikov. Rachel Tetrick. Merlin Thothadil. Michael Tobar. Michelle Torby. Laura Trimus. Jessica Trimmer. Erin Turner. Akansha Vaishnav. Noel Visser. Tatiana Voloshina. Alicia Vora. Leslie Wade. Kelly Waits. Eric Waldron. Bryant Walker. Raven Walker. Ryan Walker. Kristen Wang. Corey Washington. Olivia Weber. Emily Weiss. Ashley Williams. Michael Williams. John Wilson. Kayla Wimbush. Isabella Wishnevetsky. Brandon Wallach. Ryan Wallach. Kyle Wood. Cameron Woodall. Alexander Woods. Jacquees Woods. Angela Wright. Jessica Wu. Vivian Wu. Anthony Wyatt. Sarah Young. Rachel Zahn.
At the beginning of this school year, we talked about our interdisciplinary study, the heroes among us. And we thought about heroes. And tonight we've heard a lot about journey. So for some of you, this will be familiar. There's a man named Joseph Campbell who had a theory that there was only one story. It was a story of individual struggle. That there were trials and tribulations, allies, friends, and at the end, the hero emerged transformed. That sounds perfect for today. And each hero would emerge with an elixir, something to show the world they had accomplished their task. We know your words and your deeds will be proof enough that you've spent time at North. But let's give them something they can't help but miss. To designate the fact that you have graduated from North Farmington High School, I now invite the class of 2012 to move their tassels from left to right. Congratulations, you have graduated high school.